The pregnant woman arrived at the hospital alone, only to discover her husband Jack, who should have been at work, already there inside the building. Quietly, Annie followed him and was stunned by the scene she witnessed. Jack was tenderly caring for his ex-girlfriend. Annie could hardly believe her eyes. Throughout their years of marriage, he had never shown her such gentle attention. What hurt even more was that he had claimed to be too busy to accompany her to this prenatal appointment. The sight before her felt like a deep betrayal. Just then, Jack glanced up and noticed Annie outside the door. Seeing her turn to leave, he set down the bowl and chopsticks and hurried after her. He caught up and tried to explain, insisting things weren't what they seemed. He was only helping because his ex had no one else. He even accused Annie of overreacting. His words only made her angrier. Furious, she walked away without looking back. But what Annie never expected was that Jack would simply return to his ex's room, as though her feelings didn't matter at all. Heartbroken, Annie went to her sister for comfort. Her sister urged her not to dwell on it, especially while she was still pregnant. Hesitantly, Annie decided to give Jack one more chance. That evening, when his parents learned what had happened, they agreed their son was in the wrong. Yet instead of showing remorse, Jack insisted everyone was blowing things out of proportion. He claimed he'd done nothing wrong by being there for his ex. Annie was left speechless. Too upset to stay, she got up and left immediately. She packed a bag and went to a friend's house, hoping Jack would take time to reflect. But instead of reaching out to her, he became even more open in caring for his ex-girlfriend. Seeing the situation worsen, her mother-in-law urged him to bring Annie home. But Jack offered one excuse after another. Soon it was time for another prenatal visit. Once again, Annie went by herself. But at the hospital, she ran into Jack yet again. This time, he was pretending to be his ex's relative. That was the final straw for Annie. When Jack noticed her, he rushed over and tried to explain. But Annie's bitter sarcasm only provoked his anger, and he turned and walked back to his ex's room. Little did he know, Annie had quietly returned to the hospital and terminated the pregnancy.